What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. So I'm on Rupture today, rolling down this bridge as fast as I can so I can drop my mines here, because you'll always have a tank or some type of car that will want to push up over here. So I'll lay 2 there, 1 there. Maybe I'll pick up a tank and then pick up a car running by. Going over by C, and what do you know, I'm gonna be waiting for the trench raider. Thought I'd do something, go back and try something out a little bit. Mix it up a little bit for me, playing a lot of In the Name of the Czar, and I thought, I'll play a little bit of They Shall Not Pass, just give myself a little bit of a fresh little break from Name of the Czar. And it would be fun to go out the trench raider again. So this is my first game using the trench raider, at least since for a while. I've just left it alone since Name of the Czar came out, and so I go to a pretty nasty streak. This is pretty insane just how well I just kind of get this weapon, understand it. So there it is. There's a vehicle destroyed. So what I always like doing is I'll push with my vehicle down there, and I'll just lay some mines down. I'll usually kill someone. So yeah, if you don't know, I was the first 100-star trench raider overall on all platforms. So using this weapon, I kind of understand it really well. So I just naturally just do well for it for some reason. So I did make a video on it, like when They Shall Not Pass was just ending, because I wanted to put all of, like, my information in that video. I'll put in the annotations above if you guys want to check that out, along with some other streaks that I've had with this weapon. So this is really nothing new to me if you're kind of new to the channel. And if you weren't around during They Shall Not Pass, I was definitely doing some work with this weapon. But definitely excited for the new elite class that will be coming out in Turning Tides. I'm really curious what that's going to be like. I definitely enjoy the elite classes. I do like what they did where they took the elite class out of team deathmatch and domination. I think having it on those smaller, lower player bases isn't very good, and something I never really liked when I played games like Halo or certain games like that, having power weapons. And those were just power weapons, not to imagine that in this game elite classes have power weapons and power armor. So I never was a very big fan of those things on such smaller maps, or smaller player base, and smaller maps as well too. It just controls the game so strongly, and I think it's when it becomes overpowered. On larger maps like these, I don't mind them at all. I kind of like them. I know they're kind of, some people don't like them, but I enjoy them. I think they're fun. I don't think they're too much of an OP type of thing. Even though I go on these streaks here, I know very well how to use this weapon, and they don't necessarily. I don't see a lot of bayonet charges come out off this game right here. So I don't see a lot of bayonet charges. They do try other things to do damage onto me, but it just didn't work. And I think they failed to kind of adjust to their game style, and because of that, kind of just allowed me to keep doing what I was doing. So I'd rather go against everything else besides the bayonet charge. The bayonet charges are the worst for me when I'm on this weapon, or if I'm playing against someone who is using an AT rocket gun. They're kind of pains as well too. Some people, just because they get lazy, someone will like camp up somewhere on a corner somewhere, and he'll use his rocket gun. I just get lazy because I know it's coming. Usually I'll begin to see assault classes beginning to lay down and wanting to position themselves where they want to use the rocket on me. And I know it's coming, and I know someone's going to be camping up somewhere. I'll have to play really conservative if I want to keep my streak, but I've already had some pretty crazy streaks on this. I think the highest one I have is like an 86 kill streak. So for me, I'm just like, if I'm going to want to beat that, I'm going to have to like slay constantly. I can't just like hold back, So yeah, I just kind of one of those things where I'm like, if I die, it's no big deal. Like, I'd rather go win the game and then like have fun playing the game than me like trying to conserve myself and stay alive. So I get into a couple of little dicey situations here. I wasn't able to kill that guy. I knew they were going to spawn down behind me, so I wanted to get out of there as quick as I can and watch any type of bayonet charges. And I run into these guys here. I'm like, man, they're everywhere right now. So I'm just kind of moving out, throw a grenade. Oh, I got 2 of those guys on that one. That's nice. They were kind of stuck there, and then that guy's chasing me down. So he had a bayonet on him, and I think he wanted to bayonet me right there. So I got a couple of situations here. I was thinking after the game, I was like, did I get into really any situations? I felt like I wasn't really into them. And then like rewatching the video again, I realized, yeah, I was getting into some. Some situations here and then that could have been a little bit of bad play. So that guy, I missed him a couple times, so he could have been just enough to bayonet charge me. And all you need to do in the range that he was in was just a simple click, and next thing you know, he's gonna animate me because I can't move. The bayonet charge, like the distance, like it's, man, I don't know what the distance is, but it feels like it's like you have 10 feet of range where you can't move or anything like that until, you know, he stabs you. So the distance that closes in till it gets to its animation where you're seeing yourself getting a bayonet stabbed right through you. I don't know, feels like, doesn't feel as close as it is. So yeah, I'm flanking here and down from behind. They're still spawning out behind me, so a couple of them over to my right. Just pushed down around, got over here to my left. And I was like trying to get up there to swing at them. I couldn't do that. I keep getting stuck on certain things. It's kind of sloppy on this area right here. So I was like, I'm gonna go push out over here now because that guy's gonna be behind me, and I don't want to give myself away if I start battling that guy who comes out and start shooting them, just because when you're shooting your weapon, you're grunting, everyone can hear you. So it's kind of the reason why I just like, I'll just flank around and keep going with it. Flank the guys from behind, and then go back around here and flank these guys again. So yeah, I'd always remember that when you're ever shooting your gun, you're always making that trench raider grunting noise, and so everyone is aware of where you're at. So assault class over here, and a medic class is trying to bait me with that. It's a nice attempt on his part, but he's probably better off trying to use his bayonet on me than him trying to use that. I rarely get killed from the RP or the grenade launcher, whatever you want to call it. Rarely have gotten killed from that, except for me playing like really dumb. So it's kind of difficult for you to get a kill off of that one. I would recommend, if you're using the rifle classes, more like the medic classes or the scout classes, to probably go the bayonet route. But you know, that's just my preference, how I figure it. Lately, for me, whenever I use a bayonet, for some reason, I can't, for the life of me, kill anyone with it. I, for some reason, run past people. I don't know how many times, but so I could understand if someone's like that. I kind of feel the exact same way too. The best way I will go like assault class, maybe pull up the Hell Regal. The Hell Regal will do a lot of damage onto you if you're the trench raider class. So it's the extra magazine power is pretty devastating. So I'm gonna throw some grenades there because I see 3 of them right there. I'm gonna see how many I can like put damage. I only get 1, and then he shows up around. I'm just not able to shoot him because I'm getting suppressed now. So I'm gonna jump out of here, keep healing on the run, keep healing myself, and never try to stay put as I'm on the run. Like I said before, I put all of my information in every like detailed thing I can think of in the video that I linked in the annotation. That was kind of the point of it. I wanted to like put all my information into that video. There's a lot of misconceptions about this weapon and like how people like do well with it, and you know why. There's a lot of misconceptions about it. So just put it all in that video right there. See if you ever want to get more of a detail. It's only short little video. It's like 10 minutes long or something like that. So yeah, it goes into pretty in depth, like everything I would do to like every class, and time, respawn times, and everything about the weapon. So it's pretty all up in there. So I see a guy died over here. So I was like, okay, there's definitely a guy over here. There's no reason why a guy would die here. It's what people don't realize a lot. Some people will try to like hide around here, especially like scout classes. They'll hide around here, and they'll wait for their teammates to spawn on them. So that's what they'll do. And then I see him flanking up there to the left. I'm like, oh, there you are. So yeah, that's what a lot of people like don't realize. Like if you see your teammate dying, there's a reason why he died. Like there's no reason why my teammate would have died over there from any other cops if someone's over there, right? So someone shot him, and you know that's what people would do, especially scout classes. You overlook a scout class, he's like, you know, perched up somewhere, and people don't realize he's there, and then his teammates start spawning on him. So your whole team's pushing down. You think you've held down D, E, and C, and you really didn't, because you got a scout class over there, and now he's got squad spawn, and it's like, yeah. So I always try to watch out for that, because it's yeah, it gives me a little bit of a pain. So I get the medic class. He's still doing. I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but I'm like, nah. So what he should have done was put me on a spot right there, and he doesn't do that. He should have put me on spot. Would have been the better move for his part. And then once he had me on spot, he should have waited for me till I jumped up on that little ledge and waited. Just waited. waited for me to be aggressive, realized I was playing aggressive, and then should have bayonet charged me, but he doesn't do that. So same with some of the same with the scout classes in this game. They don't even bother even using their weapon. Like, they pull out their pistol, which gives me like, there's no point in you pulling out your pistol against me. I mean, there's no point. You're really hoping that I'm low. And on rare, like, wild occasions, you might be able to, like, put a shot on me when I'm really weak with your pistol and get me killed, but you're not going to kill me yourself with it, so it's a bad move. The best players that did well on this one were the light machine gun classes did well. They did well off of this. And you can see, I think, play coming up here pretty soon on the bridge, where I get in a pretty sketchy situation as well. Not in this play right here. This one's kind of funny, actually. Guy just kind of, like, shows up out of nowhere, but teammate's going to run over here and need some ammo. I had almost forgotten I had smoke. This guy just look at this. It's like, I don't even know. Like, he just shows up, just walks up. But yeah, I almost forgot I had smoke. It's been so long. Damn, I have smoke, and I realize it right now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go over here and kill this guy. This is like the second or third time this game I'd run up, was trying to, you know, I want to melee a scout class or a medic class, and I got stuck somewhere, so I couldn't do it. I had to use my revolver. So, but yeah, it's been a while, so completely forgot I had smoke again. So it's good to remember that I had that. Because yeah, I can definitely hit people much easier when I'm with my club in the smoke than I am using like a shotgun or something like that. So I'm watching out for that bomber too, because God knows that thing's gonna run me over. There's a clip that I have where there's I'm like killing a bunch of people outside of it's B. It's a B. It's a flag on B on Rupture, and I'm out there by the hay bales, and I kill some guys. It's like the end of the game. And I kill a couple guys out there, right? And they're like squad spawning on people. I'm killing some guys out on there. And then I see this bomber come out of nowhere, and I know what he's doing. I know he's just coming. I know he died. Wanted to go straight at the bomber, wanted to go directly towards me. He's running at me, and I see it coming. I like maneuver myself. Like, it's one of the funniest things I've seen that. It was actually, I put I didn't put the whole situation in it, but it's partially in the video where I talk about all my like insights on how to use this weapon. And you'll see the part where, if you go check out the video, it's where I talk about people who watch out for squad spawn and suppression fire, that like killing one enemy player might be more difficult than what it is, because you'll get his teammate that will spawn on him, and you'll see me out there in the hay bales, and after I finish killing the guy who like squad spawns on him and his teammate that I try to hit, and I end up, because I'm suppressed, right? So when you try to hit someone when you're suppressed, sometimes that one hit kill doesn't turn into a one hit kill, and you only do like 90 damage on him, so you have to hit him twice. So you'll see then, after I do that, you'll see this bomber start approaching me, and then I move on. I clip to the next screen, because there's always with the trends, there's always going to be crazy things. That's why I try to address at the very end of the video, adjusting to how people play against you, realizing that, hey, look, you killed this guy 5 times in a row. You're on a streak right now. If anyone is like really trying to think about what they're doing, not to disrespect players who you kill 5 times in a row, but if anyone is like thinking what they're doing, they're gonna do something different, because what I'm doing is not working, right? So they're gonna try something else, and so that's the reason why I can't you know, say every single play that's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you the main things of what people are gonna do, so the majority of the population are gonna be able to get away with. Like this game, I got again another streak, because no one's doing anything different. Like, no one's trying anything different out on me. No one's adjusting really, and so it makes it much easier for me, who already you're gonna have a pretty difficult, you know, play against me, because I'm pretty seasoned at using this weapon. So but you know, when it comes to, you know, crazy, and I can't, you know, account for all of them. So that was one of them I just didn't put in the video, because it's just the first time I've had that happen. Like, I've had a couple times where I've had some planes come out and kill me, but I've talked about how to deal with vehicles in that video as well too. Here's a particular situation right here that this guy cops out of nowhere with the Automatico. The nice thing about the Automatico is it just doesn't have enough magazine power to take me out, even though I was at the distance for him to do damage on me. The automatic will take you out. I mean, there's no denying that. But and if you're at close range, which I was right there, but he unfortunately he's not like the Hellriegel where you can just keep blasting me out. The reason why I was taking out so much damage on me though right there was because I was such close range, and because I was right there in front of him, he was doing work on me. But if I was a little bit further away, he would have nothing. He would have to reload, and he wouldn't have enough ammo on me to do damage enough on me. I could use my revolver and shoot him. So, as you can see right here, you're gonna see it right here. He just doesn't. He's too far away. You have to be literally right next to me with the Automatico to do damage on me. And even if he would have shot no one shot zero directly on me, because he missed a lot on me there, he still wouldn't have had enough. He would have had to reload, and he would have been in trouble. So that's why the Automatico is not. I think it's one of the worst assault weapons if you want to do to take out this class. You want to use at least a Hellriegel, or use one of the other weapons that has a bayonet on them, which is all the other ones basically, right? That was a bad move on his call. So I'm gonna come up here, press down here over to B, and then I get caught out a little bit. I was began playing aggressive. B is one of my least favorite ones to go over here because it's so open. I know where the spawns are at, even though there's some weird spawns on this round. Most likely the reason because probably my teammates are out by where their spawn point is at, so they respond to somewhere different. So I get away with something here a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's laying down he's laying down to use his AT rocket gun. The only reason why he would be doing that, I don't see why he wouldn't be shooting me like that. So I think I might have, I don't know. I think he might have gotten a shot off there if my teammate didn't shoot him there. So we don't know what would have happened, but it's kind of unique. A little bit of breaks here and there off your streaks. So I didn't have to deal with the two things that annoy me the most, which is an AT rocket gun and a bayonet charges really this whole game. So, but now I got a tank on me, so I'm like, there's no point. Got to get out of this area. So he sees my threes and blasts me again, and yeah, right there. So I'm like, okay, time to get out. Lay out down 2 smokes, and I'm going to run out of here as quick as I can because there's no point in me dealing with that. I almost forgot about the Char Behemoth too. It's just been a while, so I forgot that's around too. That'll kill you really quick as well. But I see this horse over here. Now he's weak already. But man, I almost forgot how bad the revolver does far range with the horse. Like, it doesn't do anything to him. He's barely doing anything. So I'm like, okay, I jump off. Probably didn't take any fall damage there. But this is all sketchy right here. It just doesn't look as dramatic as what it is because my health is all the way up. But just imagine my health being at like 1, right? Where I have 1% left of damage left. Because the horse, the moment he touches you, you're dead. So it's like a vehicle that runs you over. So that's kind of how it feels like. Just how dramatic it is when you're dealing with a horse. But he was pretty weak. But yeah, even with him being weak, the revolver hardly does any damage against this. It's kind of difficult when you have to deal with a horse. You'd rather just be away from it as much as you can. Try to avoid horses, or hopefully they make the mistake that they jump off their horse and try to battle you like that. That's always a big mistake. So I'm over here now. I'm gonna deal with a lot of light machine gun classes right now. There's a lot of them right there, and I feel like I was in a bad angle, so I moved myself back. And then I realized my cavalry class is trying to help him out. So yeah, he was over here, so I was like, yeah, I need to help you out, bro. So I throw a grenade over here, and for some reason, yeah, this is I don't know what he was doing. Like, he pulls out his revolver. There's no way he's gonna win that battle. And then I wasn't looking at the ticker right. I thought it was even, so I thought there was only me and him on there, but it wasn't. There was another guy that was out over there, so he put shots on me. I knew I was gonna push into that because I know the scout classes like laying down their trip mines, which is another thing that I could mention about with scout classes. Like, another thing that they'll do besides using trip mines is doing bayonet charges. Is to see a lot of scout classes who want to use trip mines. So what they'll do is they'll shoot you with their rifle, and then they'll get your attention by doing that, and they'll be around a corner. So they'll run around the corner, and then they'll leave their trip mine around that corner, and then they'll hope you'll run over it. And then when you're running over it, you're already weakened, right? Because they took about 20 damage off of you with their shot with their rifle, and now they're trying to now they got you on fire with their trip mine, and you're trying to sprint to get yourself off fire. And what they'll do then is they'll then run back around with a revolver and try to finish you off. So that's a play I've seen used. I've seen used a couple times. Not like the big deal. I know a lot of people, like more skilled scout classes, like using that. And like personally for me, I would recommend using your bayonet charge more, but you know, I don't use scout enough, you know, and I could tell these are more of the aggressive players with the scout class, and you know, have a little bit more skill. I can tell by what they're doing. And this is because I say bayonet charge more, because like the only times I've really been with the trip mine is when I'm like battling a million players, and then like I'm already weak, and then the trip mine I actually trip over out of nowhere, and that's actually usually what ends up happening. Because if I'm in my like mode right there where I know, okay, if I turn this turn, most likely there's going to be a trip mine in there, which there is. I know it's going to be there, so like then like what are you going to do then? What I'll do is I'll throw my grenade and I'll explode the trip mine, and then you're left and they're stuck in a corner where you can't like get your momentum going to bayonet charge me like really well. I mean, you can, some really good players can do that very well, but normally people will make it very difficult. And hopefully with a new update with fixing the bayonet charges, and maybe we'll make it easier for people to go up here and do that. But you know, normally I wouldn't recommend doing that, but a lot of people feel like to do that who use scout classes. They feel more comfortable doing something like that, because it does work. It will work against other people who don't really know what they're doing as a trench raider that much, so they'll make that mistake. And they can do that very well. For someone like me who's kind of always aware of looking at that, realizing the different things that you can use to take me out, I kind of recommend using the bayonet charge on me. You know, find me when I'm like, you know, like bait me or something like that. Find how I'm playing. Like, you can tell I'm playing so aggressive right now. Bait me around a turn or a corner. You know, get me caught up like in a trench area where I can't move laterally left to right. You know, I can only move straight or backwards, you know. So if you can bayonet charge me, you don't have to turn really. You just go down a straight line. Like right now, like you just pop out of nowhere, you know, put me on a spot, watch me on your mini map, wait for me to come around his turn, and then bam, start bayonet charge me right now. That's what I would do. But yeah, I'm gonna come up here, push over here. We pretty much control the whole game from the start. That was a nice thing about grabbing this, blowing up the vehicles. Grab C, pushed it immediately over there to A, right at the very beginning of the game. The guy's name is Wiz Trolifa. I don't even know, man. And so yeah, it was pretty much a controlled game all around. As now I'm just hunting for kills now. I'm pretty sure this was the PR in this map for me. I don't think I made past 60 on this map. So I think I ended up with like 64 or something like that. I did have the 2 kills or whatever like that with the vehicle at the very beginning, so that might not really count. Actually, that doesn't count for me at all when I consider trench raider streaks wise. But I think me going in the 60s is still a PR thing, somewhere really close on this map. So definitely pretty fun to bring it back out, try it out again, and you know, to mix it up a little bit different. You know, I want to play something different. I'll be back on Name of the Czar, be back on doing stuff like that. And keep doing stuff with Name of the Czar and looking into seeing what's new in Turning Tides. Just thought, you know, you got to play something a little bit different. I wanted to go back onto this and try it out a little bit. It was fun. Just the first time we got the trench raider going this crazy streak again. So that's basically it for you guys today. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm Living, and I'll see you guys again later. Peace.